Hey everybody, this is Sherry Levon, and welcome back to another edition of the Souls Right House Empowerment Center, where we are authors saving souls with books. So you guys stay tuned, and we will be right back. God of the suddenly shall rise in my life. God is everything to me. Oh yes, when I buried my kids, it devastated me. I was lost, I went astray, I was mad at God, but He saved me, came and got me. He never left, I left Him. Hey everybody, this is Sherry Levon with the Souls Right House Empowerment Center, and as you know, we bring on an author every week to let you know about wonderful authors that have books on Amazon. They're out here, they're publishers. But hey everybody, this is Sherry Levon, and we have another one. Yeah, that's look, trying to interrupt me. But anyway, we have an author that comes on every week to share their story. And this author, his name is Derrick Lewis. And the name of his book is 1813, The Continuation of a Legacy. So I first want to say hello and welcome to the Souls Right House Empowerment Center, Derrick.
How you doing? Thanks for
having me. Wonderful. I'm making sure all the networks, we're clicking in on all the networks. You're going to be on Kingdom Purpose TV next week. So we're going to go in here and make sure we share to the group and everybody, let everybody know you're on right now. So won't you take the time to go ahead and let everybody know who you are and where you are from?
My name is Derrick Lewis, and I'm born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So now the book is called 1813, The Continuation of a Legacy. Where'd you get that title?
Actually, it's 8813.
8813. Okay.
I got that name. It's like the last two digits of me and my daughter's birth years.
Wow. So what is your book about?
It's just a book of poetry, book of collections of my poems.
Okay. And so what made you decide to write a poetry book? I know there's a story behind this book. So can you share with our audience the reason why you wrote this book?
I know I always wanted to write a book, but I didn't really it kind of I really got started writing like back my sophomore year of high school. Like my English teacher had me write as a way to get my anger out. And I really didn't start getting a passion for it until like my mid-20s.
Okay.
That's when I started getting real passionate about it, doing open mic nights, and everybody keep telling me when they see my videos, like, you need to put this in the book. You need to put this in a book. Well, first I was shy. I wouldn't let nobody read my stuff, and then eventually I started putting my stuff online, and I started noticing the response I get, especially from like older people, because the stuff I was talking about, how deep it was, and they were surprised that somebody my age would be talking about what I talk about.
Right, right. So what all are you talking about in this book? You got to give my audience a little bit now. If they're going to go in there and buy this book, it's available on Amazon, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So give us a little something like something that pretty much, what have you been through that caused you to be where you are now? And now that you're a book author, what message are you wanting to get out with your book?
Most of my poems are like personal experience. Like I call myself the people poet, 'cause I write about things people go through.
Okay.
And I feel like me writing is like my ministry. Like I'm helping people do my poetry. People that might have been through things I went through or know somebody going through it. Like growing up fatherless, having to help raise your little sister, or um, almost dying for epilepsy, like, and then like just recently, at last year, like a few months ago, like I had a real bad bout with COVID that almost took me out. Had
Oh wow.
me, it had me paralyzed for like the first month. I was in the hospital for like 2.5 months. I
Oh,
just started, I just started walking again in October, like right near Halloween.
are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow. So you caught COVID. So what was that like catching COVID?
It caught me out of nowhere because like I was healthy and all that. I ain't feel nothing. It hit me like Labor Day weekend. Like I think the day after Labor Day, my mom took me to the doctor, and then a week later, I wasn't getting no better. Like she said, she came in my house. I was on the couch, couldn't breathe and nothing. Like
Oh
and
my
all
God.
that. Like her and my daughter remember that because I don't. Because they had me on a ventilator for like 2, 3 weeks. So that's still stuff I don't remember.
Oh wow, Derrick. So so for the most part, you kind of like had a death experience per se. Like you don't even remember it,
Yes,
right?
man. Yes, ma'am. It's like I think like a week or two after I got out of hospital, I went to a funeral for my cousin, and everybody started calling me the miracle child. Telling people was telling my mom I was a miracle child.
Oh wow. Oh
Like,
wow.
and I didn't realize how much love I had in the city. I had people that's on my Facebook page that I don't know checking on me.
Oh wow.
Like, I didn't realize how much love I had out here until I
Oh,
started reading the messages.
and then you were able to see that you are loved. First of all, what I have on the screen right now for you guys is I have his book up here on the screen, and it blesses me to see your work. This is the book entitled 8813, The Continuation of a Legacy by Derrick A. Lewis. And when you go on Amazon, it will allow you to kind of look at a couple of pages. It's giving you a little bit. It says Her Truth and then Emmett. When you did Emmett, what did Emmett come from?
That
One of the movies?
I don't know how that came about. I just uploaded and that's how it came.
Because it says Emmett. Figure this. One was woken up and beaten due to heat and bigotry, while the others are recorded as their blood stains the streets. Yet you still wonder why we still have so little faith in humanity. Interesting. I like that. Why do you find this puzzling? It is because you are naive to the history of racial animosity, or is it that you're oblivious to your own exclusivity? Can't y'all see that for years we've been endangered species because at any time we can be snuffed out by white supremacists masquerading as police? But I guess you find all your info from the TV. Now, what blesses me is that, and you're saying such a truth about um, people really not knowing our roots. We're not knowing where we come from. We're not knowing the history behind some of the pain that we as a human race go through. So what inspires you to write about the pain that we see in everyday life with just how police treats our people? But then sometimes while we're so profiled to begin with. So what is your take on some of the pain that you see that we've encountered over the past couple years? Is that where some of your poetry has come from, like George Floyd and some of the others that have been killed by the hands of people?
Yes, man. Like I write about current situations, and then Then I look at like the George Floyd and all them, like that could like it resonates with me more. 'Cause, like that could have been me, cause like I grew up in like a predominantly white neighborhood, so I was followed by undercover cops all the time. Like they seen a big black dude over 6 foot walking around, bald shoulders, they come up no good. Follow me around the basketball courts, and I had 2 cops stop me in front of my granny's house, flashing lights in my face. Like,
so you've been.
If I would have reacted differently, it probably would have. Well, it probably would have went down real different if I would acted a certain way.
So, as a black man in America, and that's what we try to instill on our show is as we bring to light these authors, and so many people have been through so much trauma, and black men in America, they're so profiled, and it's like police officers, as soon as they encounter you, as soon as they come in contact with you, they're just automatically angry. Do you find that where sometimes you come into contact with a police officer and they just automatically start calling your name, start cussing at you, calling you boys, like the respect just totally goes out the window? Have you encountered that where pretty much when you come up on a scene, and even if it's not you, just how they treat black people in general? It's like, do you feel like they're angry as soon as they come into your presence?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I know the last time I got followed by the police, like it was like I was up there by myself, and like it's 3 other white people out there, like 1 white girl and 2 white dudes, and like I seen the cop when I was walking, like he was driving slow, like on the grass where he wasn't supposed to be at. Then he just followed me all the way around. And then when he got close to me, he stopped and rolled the window down, like, where you going at, boy? And I said, I'm going over to my friend's house. He like, get on. So I walked to my friend's house. I came back. He was still there waiting for me, like,
oh, wow.
Like going home. Like, okay, I'm going.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of guys tell me that. And as I do ministry work and I pray for police officers and their mentality, because first of all, you didn't become a police officer to be a bully. So it makes you really wonder in their lives, were they bullied? Because they come out and they get this uniform and badge, and then they badger the people that are of color. We are going to go, as you all know, we do song messages of God, and we're going to be right back as we get ready to enjoy another song message from God. We'll be right back. God-given dreams, don't let nobody take your dream. Don't let nobody take your dream. Don't let nobody take your dream. 'Cause time waits for no one. 'Cause tomorrow is not promised. Don't let nobody take your dream. Don't let nobody take your dream. Don't stop dreaming. God gave it to you. Don't stop. You and I, we have a lot to be grateful for. We're not in the same place we were before. You have a lot to be grateful for, and I've got a lot to be grateful for. We got a lot to be grateful for. Yeah. You have a lot to be grateful for, and I got a lot to be thankful for. I'm not the same where I used to be before. I know that is in my life. Woke me up, started me on my way. Gotta give some praise. Gotta give them some praise. Oh, put me on my way. Nobody can tell me if you don't believe me. Pick up your Bible. You gotta give some praise. Gotta give praise. Hey, y'all, we love our song messages from God. Now, a lot of people be like, where can I find this song, Sherry?
A woman that got dressed up for the king.
Hey, y'all know about Esther, anybody? People, Esther.
Thank you, Esther, saving people and being bold enough to go before the king. How many women out there carry an Esther anointing? Let's go save our people. Yes.
Hey, those songs be blessing me. For all of y'all that's watching Song Messages of God, you can always find them on YouTube. All you have to do is go to Soul's Right House Empowerment Center, and God gives me a message every day. And every day I download a message just for you. So you can go on. It's about 221 songs on there right now. And God said you're going to find your life, your situation in these songs. So we're just super excited about what God has been doing. We've had a wonderful guest on our show today. His name was Derrick Lewis. You can always go on Facebook. And when you go on Facebook and you find these authors are so amazing. And what blesses me is so many of these authors have been through so much trials and errors in their own lives. And just like with Mr. Derrick was in a situation where, you know, he was always profiled. A lot of times being tall, a black man in America, it seems like just police profile. And what blesses me about 8813, the legacy continues, or the continuation of the legacy, is God is wanting our people and our young men and our men of color to be empowered. And that's what blesses me. So, Mr. Derrick, as we continue this conversation, I'm just going to have you to give a little bit more insight. Now, what city did you say you were from?
I'm from Louisville.
Louisville, Kentucky. So you're the second Kentucky person I had. I had a lady on last week. Her name is Crystal Ann Mitchell, and she was from Kentucky, and she was throwing up them Wildcats in my face. So you a Wildcat fan?
No, my family disowned me if I was.
Well, we are super excited. So as we continue our conversation about 8813, we want to give people some more information about your book. So it's available on Amazon. I've also let people know they can go on your Facebook page and connect with you and things of this nature. And I've also noticed that you do pop-ups and things like that in your city.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, well, the Soul's Right House is looking to do some book tours and to come into some different cities. So I would love to connect with you and possibly come to your city and do a book pop-up. So we're going to get together and collaborate on that. Also, you know about our Books Behind Bars, where we send books to inmates in prison. So we definitely want to get your book in our library so we can get that book out. So you'll be able to go on our website, get our address, and make sure you send me a book or two so we can get it to these inmates that are in prison, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
And so anything else you would like to share with our audience to let anybody else know about your book and some things that you may be doing in the near future with this book?
This current book, this is my fourth book. I'm currently, I wrote my first book. It'll be out mid to late this month.
Wow. So this is your fourth book. So what is the other titles of your books?
The other titles of the book is my first one is called 8813, The Realization of a Dream. My second one for like an autobiography called Coming From Where I'm From. And the third one is called 8813 Pieces of Me.
Oh, wow. So that 8813 you said was your daughter and your birthday, or the year y'all was born, or the day you were born?
Yes, the last two digits of our birth years.
Oh, that is so awesome. I'm digging that. 8813. So it's special. So you have a daughter and a son, or just a daughter?
Just a daughter.
It's a daughter. And girls, boy, we're something else, boy. We know how to get daddy, don't we?
Yeah, she definitely does.
Well, I am super excited to have you again on our show. And I wanted to share just a little bit more about your book. Now, it is a poetry book. This is your 4th book. All the books are available on Amazon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you guys, you make sure you go on Amazon. We always support our authors on the Souls Right House Empowerment Center. And also you can go on his Facebook page. Make sure you join the group on Facebook, Souls Right House Authors Network, because in that network, we love to support one another. We bring each other on the shows. If you're looking to interview Derrick to further his career with his books, that's what we look to do. And he will be on Kingdom Purpose TV next Wednesday at 11 o'clock p.m. So we'll make sure we send links to his Facebook page. We'll make sure that you all are aware. We are thanking you for joining us today, to where we get to share another journey with another author who is author saving souls with books. And we're super excited. And Derrick, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on to our show, letting people know about you. We're going to send you plenty links where you can go in and save this. You'll be on national TV next Wednesday at 11 p.m. So we'll also send you a link to that as well. And then we're going to put you on our podcast show. So just know we're getting ready to work this on about 32 different streams for you. So God is getting ready to do some work. Yeah, he's going to do some things for you. And we'll make sure on your Facebook page, everything we do, we'll send a link to your page where you can share it with your family and friends. And one of the good things about being on Kingdom Purpose TV is that once it airs next Wednesday at 11 o'clock, it'll stay on the on-demand channel. So if people miss it Wednesday, all you have to do is go back to kingdompurposetv.com, go to on demand, look up Souls Right House Empowerment Center, and your interview will be right there forever. So it'll always be there for you to always send people there to look at it. But we'll make sure we send you links to keep you connected. And we're going to be talking about coming to Kentucky with a pop-up sometime in July. I'm looking at July. So we're going to get with you and we're going to put together a wonderful pop-up and a fundraiser for Books Behind Bars. How about that? So we thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to continuing to grow. And once again, Derrick, you have a wonderful, wonderful day today, and God bless. All right, everybody, as you know, we always continue to have song messages from God. God is always doing a wonderful thing with our music, and he's always to me, he's always showing who he is through these songs. So we're going to continue as I close out with song messages of God, and you guys have a wonderful day today. And we want to thank our special guest, Derrick Lewis. Y'all go find him on Facebook.
Do you know him? Hey, do you know him? On a daily basis, do you know him? Better yet, does he know you? Does Jesus know you? No matter what you do you pray? Yes. Ooh, do you know him? Does he know you? Jesus does know you. Does he know you?
Song messages from God.
Everybody raise your finger. Yeah. All you gotta do is look up. Everybody raise your finger. Yeah, Jesus. Come on me. Yes. Everybody raise your finger. Yes. All you gotta do is look up. Everybody raise your hands up. Jesus, he's watching. Hey, everybody. So many days we lost people we love, but you're still still here. I'm still here. And we got an assignment to get our praise home. Give God thanks for your life. Get your praise home. And stop playing. You don't know when your time is coming.
Y'all don't know when your time is coming. Hey.
You got to flee. Oh, devil, leave me. That's what you know you got to be. Trials, situations, they got to go and flee. Sometimes it'll be step on the devil, you flee. Devil, leave me. Pack the bags, cause you know you got to flee. Alright.
You guys have been watching the Soul Right House Empowerment Center. Song messages from God, y'all.
Song messages.
Hey.
The devil trying. I'm not changing. I'm not changing. No matter what you do, I'm not changing. I'm not changing. No matter what you say to me, I'm not changing. No matter how you test me, I'm not changing. How I feel, I love you.
We want to thank you, Mr. Derrick, for being on our show today. And make sure you check out them soul messages from God on Soul on the YouTube. All right.
People talk about me, people don't like you, but you're still here.
All right, y'all.
I'm still here. Thank you, Jesus. I'm still here. I have a purpose. I'm still here. Troubles don't last long. I'm still here.
All right, y'all. We are out of here, and we're going to thank our special guest. We want to thank Michael Johnson for coming on this track with me. And we will see you guys next week. Bye, Derrick.
I just wanna be like you. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like 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 cause I just wanna be I just wanna be like you. Make me more like you.